Legacy Builders, it's Jen McNeely here with JWM Designs, and in this video I'm going to do a comparison between 3 website builders: Wix, Squarespace, and Shopify. In a recent video, I compared WordPress with website builders and gave my thoughts on what entrepreneurs should consider when building a website for their businesses. I've linked a copy of that video as well as a link to my blog post on that topic in the description box below. If you're still debating whether WordPress or a website builder would be a better fit for your business, take a look at that video before you watch this one. But for those of you who are leaning towards using a website builder, I thought it might be helpful to give you my thoughts on 3 of the most popular platforms that are out there. If you're watching this video, you already know the importance of having a website for your business and you're ready to get your website live. You have an aesthetic, and you know the key components that you want on your website, but you just need some help deciding which platform best fits your business. Now is the time to get off the sidelines and make a decision, and I hope that this video provides you with what you need to get you closer to getting your website live. So let's get into it. To help keep track of my recommendations, I've broken my analysis down to 5 categories that you need to consider when picking a platform for your website: price, design options, site features, SEO, and support. Number 1, price. With Wix, they offer users a free plan, but I would suggest staying away from that if you are building a website for your business. Those free websites do not offer much by way of features or branding, and Wix will put ads all over your website, and you can't even use your own domain to connect. With premium plans, Wix breaks the paid subscriptions into 2 categories: websites and business, and e-commerce. For basic websites, the key thing to look at is the amount of storage each plan provides. Remember, with all hosting providers, you are leasing storage space on their servers for your website's data file. Things like photos, videos, and other content files can use up a lot of space depending on your business and what you have on your website. If you plan to upload videos directly to your site, meaning not embedding them via YouTube or some other service, be mindful of the amount of space allowed per month. I would suggest the Pro or the Unlimited plans starting out because they offer about 10 to 20 gigabytes of storage, and that's good, and you can always grow from there. Under the business plan, Wix offers several business apps for setting appointments, creating events, and e-commerce. Speaking of e-commerce, in order to accept payments through your website and get access to Wix's online store, you will need to sign up for one of those paid business plans. I would suggest the Business Basics plan because the other ones are more expensive and I don't think you get much value from them for the price. Squarespace offers a free 14-day trial, and then you can pick from 4 plans starting at $12 a month for a personal plan and $18 a month for a basic business plan. They also offer 2 tiered e-commerce plans depending on the size of your online store. The business and e-commerce plans all offer 1-year custom email service with Google's G Suite. All of the plans offer unlimited storage options. If you plan to have an e-commerce site, while you can use the business plan for that, you will be charged a 3% transaction fee. But if you sign up for one of the e-commerce plans, you won't have to pay a transaction fee. Here's a pro tip. While Squarespace allows you to register your domain with them, they charge $20 when you can go to a website like Namecheap, which is my personal favorite, and get your same domain for half the cost. My suggestion is that if you are building a website for personal blogging or to support your online influencing efforts, go with the personal plan and then you can build from there as your needs grow. If you are building a business website, and unless you plan to open an online store, the business plan is just fine. The business e-commerce plan is good for online stores just starting out because it does offer the most necessary features that you will need to get up and running. Shopify has a 14-day free trial as well and offers 3 plans starting from $29 per month to $299 per month. It is by far the most expensive of the three out of the box. The reason being is that Shopify is really focused on e-commerce websites. And if you don't plan to open an online store, I highly recommend that you look elsewhere with one of the other two platforms. If you're just starting out in your business and you plan to operate an e-commerce website, start small with the basic plan and then work your way up as your needs grow. Shopify is constantly innovating and updating its offerings, which is why I think their costs are a bit higher than others. If you do plan to use Shopify, I suggest using their payment system or you will be charged a 2% transaction fee. One quick tip here. If you have a WordPress website and you want to sell just a few items but not open a full-on e-commerce store, Shopify has a new tool called Shopify Lite that gives you access to Shopify's e-commerce resources for about $9 a month. It's a pretty good deal and it's definitely something to consider. Number 2, design options. All three website builders provide a wide variety of templates to choose from when picking a design for your website. With Wix, they also have a feature called Wix ADI that guides you step by step through the design process, and you can get a website within a very short time. While I think these tools are helpful for beginners, I'm always a little bit leery trusting such an important aspect of my business to a computer algorithm. But don't fear. Wix has lots of templates and photo galleries to choose from, and they're very customizable, and the templates have tools and things that'll help you along that process. You can drag and drop elements on the page to where you want them. Wix also has an app store that gives users access to additional features like newsletter subscriptions and event calendars. Some of the apps are free, but then there are several apps that are paid too. Squarespace provides a highly professional website builder and is known for its sleek interface and modern design. The templates are editable, and you can use more than one template on different pages on the same website. It also has a drag and drop page building functionality, so that's great. Their e-commerce designs are nice, but you may find some of them to be a little bit limiting depending on your brand and the products that you sell. Squarespace also allows users to expand their website's functionality with third-party extensions, which are equivalent to a plugin or an app. Some of these extensions are free and then some you have to pay for. Shopify is an e-commerce focused platform and provides the most variety when it comes to templates and design options for your online store. Now, don't get me wrong, you can have a blog page or basic business website with Shopify, but from a cost and stylistics perspective, it's not the best platform for either of those if your main focus is not e-commerce. Shopify offers plenty of design themes to choose from that are both paid and free, and you can customize them to fit your brand. Now, let me be clear, if you select a free theme, they are not as robust as the paid themes, and your design options are limited to about 10 templates. The paid themes, which are very nice, do come with a hefty price tag of between $140 and $180, and if you plan to set up more than one Shopify store, you will have to repurchase a theme for each individual website. Number 3, site features. Wix offers several third-party applications that can enhance the functionality of your website. From contact forms to image galleries to email marketing integrations, these apps help users add different features to their website. A wide variety of the apps are free, but others do charge a monthly fee. For those of you who plan to do a lot of blogging on your website, Wix does offer the normal blogging features like tags and categories or archives, but they do not have a commenting system built into their platform, and so you would have to use Facebook comments to interact with your audience on your blog. Also, the blogging interface for creating your blog posts does not allow for much creativity or customizations as you may want. For e-commerce website, Wix provides additional features for your online store like tax calculations, coupons, and product pages. There are other add-ons you can purchase like custom emails powered through Google's G Suite or registering your domain name. But again, I'd register your domain name away from there because it's a lot cheaper. Squarespace also provides third-party integrations to increase the functionality of your website, from things like social media embeds, receiving donations, or email marketing. For bloggers outside of WordPress, Squarespace has great functionality for those who want to build their personal brand. While they do offer adequate e-commerce integrations to manage your store's inventory, product description, and handling of customer orders, if the main focus of your business is e-commerce, there are better options with Shopify. When it comes to e-commerce features and integrations, Shopify gets it right the majority of the time. Out of the box, Shopify comes with the most key features you will need to get your store up and running, like a payment processor, setting up shipping labels, drop shipping, where the order processing and fulfillment are done by a drop shipping provider like Amazon Fulfillment, or charging the correct sales tax, selling on social media channels, and a bunch of online marketing tools. Honestly, Shopify has many of the most popular features that you would want included with your monthly subscription, while others can be purchased over time as your business grows and changes. Shopify is constantly innovating and integrating new e-commerce features, and they do a great job for online sellers. Number 4, SEO. SEO is really technical stuff, but it's vital for you to understand the basics in order to run a successful website. Now, before I talk about the strengths and weaknesses of each platform's SEO capabilities, we need to review a couple of terms to make sure that we are on the same page. A sitemap is a list of pages on a website, and it's similar to a table of contents. Search engines use your website sitemap to crawl your website to better understand your content. An alt attribute or alt text is the alternative text for an image in situations where an image cannot be displayed. It is very important that every image on your website has a clear and honest alt attribute, not only for SEO reasons, but for those with disabilities who use screen readers to browse the internet. Meta description is text that provides a brief summary of a web page and its content. Search engines like Google or Bing often display the meta description in search results, which can influence click-through rates. A URL is an address for a web page. For instance, the URL for my blog page on my website is jwmdesigns.com/blog. Speaking of URLs, if you ever change a URL after a web page has been published, when someone uses the old URL for that web page, they will see a status telling them that the page does not exist. In order to avoid having broken links on your website, you will need a 301 redirect, which will send anyone who types in the old URL to the new URL. For example, if I change the name of my blog URL to jwmdesigns.com/blog-insights, unless I redirect all traffic from the old URL to the new one, I will have a broken link on my website and visitors may not be able to find that page. Search engines hate that, and they will ding your website for broken links. Okay guys, enough tech talk. Those were just a few basic terms that I needed you to know in order to follow along with this portion of the video. Wix has come a long way to improving its SEO game. It now gives its users an SEO wizard that guides them step by step through the process of improving their website's SEO. However, even with the wizard, you still have work to do to make sure you are fully optimizing your Wix website. You can customize things like page title, alt attributes, and the meta description. One big downside to Wix is that they add extra information or strings to your URLs for the blog posts and product pages, which is not good for SEO. Additionally, you cannot access the sitemap for your website to customize it. Although Wix does have work to do when it comes to site loading speed, it does have the basics covered when it comes to their SEO tools. Overall, Squarespace does a decent job with providing users with adequate SEO tools. You can customize things like the page title, the meta description, and URLs. Customizing image alt attributes is not so simple, and Squarespace does not automatically generate 301 redirects should you change a URL. Because SEO is such an important part of running a successful website, there is significant room for improvement here with things like site speed, but overall, they will give you most of what you need starting out. Shopify offers several on-page SEO tools that are easy to follow and execute on your website. But just like the two previously mentioned website builders, they do fall short of SEO supremacy. The two things that bother me most with Shopify is that just like Wix, they add strings to some URLs, which is not necessary, and they also don't allow access to your sitemap. But it's not all bad, I promise. Shopify does a good job with 301 redirects, which are automatically generated, and their website speed is great. All right, guys, number 5. Support. If you are new to website design and unfamiliar with the lingo, no matter how intuitive or how easy to use a website builder may be, you will have a question, you will get stuck, you will need help. Support issues that arise with your website is vital, and all 3 website builders offer some level of support to its users. They all have knowledge-based information and articles to help with common issues on your website, but it never hurts to get direct help. With the purchase of a premium paid plan, Wix offers support through a ticket system that can get you an answer within 36 hours. If you need help sooner than that, users have access to more personal help. Between Monday and Thursday, 5 a.m. to about 5 p.m. Eastern Time, you can contact a representative via phone or email. There is not a live chat feature yet, but you can get questions answered or see answers to questions from fellow users on Wix's official forum. Wix also allows you to send questions via social media. Squarespace has a publicly accessible page that is filled with useful information and tools. They have several videos and tutorials and documents that are well written and detailed. Squarespace does have a live chat feature that operates Monday through Friday from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as an email support which is always available, and they have a pretty quick response time. While Shopify is the most expensive of the trio, it does provide top-notch support for its users. Their support website has video tutorials, webinars, and other helpful documentation. Shopify also offers 24-hour, 7-day-a-week phone and chat support, and they have a very active online community forum that is sure to have most of the answers that you are probably going to be looking for. Wow, information overload, am I right? Some of you have made it this far in this video and you still don't know which website builder to choose, and I totally get it. I just gave you a lot of information to digest, and you should take some time to think about what I've discussed and to visit each of those website builders to see for yourself what they offer. Feel free to refer to this video as you make your decision. I have the transcript of this video with links to help you on my blog at jwmdesigns.com. Honestly, guys, what I want you to take away from this video is that no website builder is perfect, and they all have features that set them apart from one another. I think, hands down, Shopify is the best for an e-commerce business, whereas Squarespace is great for modern, sleek website design. Wix is a good starter website builder for most businesses and offers slightly better design customizations than Squarespace. All right, guys, before any negative comments come along, please keep in mind that the opinions on the pros and cons of these website builders are subjective, and they vary from person to person depending on which factors weigh heavier. The only opinion that matters is yours and what you believe will work best for your business. Either of these website builders will get the job done for you. I only hope that this video helped you take one step closer to making a decision and picking one. So let's recap. Wix, Squarespace, and Shopify are website building platforms that allow users to create modern and well-designed websites without the need of learning code to edit them. While they each provide similar services like hosting, a page editor, and user-friendly design tools, there are differences when it comes to functionality. So your action steps is to list out what you want your website to do and how you want it to function. What key components or features do you think you need? Also, think about the 5 factors I discussed in this video and give them a score as to what you consider to be the most important. Once you have this list, I want you to review the 3 website builders and see which one best meets your needs going forward. Alright guys, I hope that you're finding these videos helpful and enjoyable as you continue to navigate the process of becoming an entrepreneur. I am right here with you, rooting for you, going through the same process of transitioning from full-time employee to full-time entrepreneur. If you have questions or thoughts about this video or any videos that you'd like to see in the future, please leave a message in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you. Be sure to check out my blog post on this topic at my website, jwmdesigns.com, to get more in-depth information that I couldn't cover in this video. In my blog post, I always add more links and information to help you get to the answers that you need. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and my handles to those sites are all listed in the description box below. Also, don't forget to like this video and be sure to subscribe to this channel and get alerts when I post new content. I plan to continue posting videos on business basics as well as a few more specific topics that cover practical aspects of starting a business or running a website. My goal is to give you all different tools that you can add to your arsenal of knowledge and resources to help you grow your business and make the life you want. I am all about you guys building your legacies together. We are legacy builders, so let's build together.